Today's show is going to be a little cut up, I guess. Going to be different days, different stages. I'm going through the process of making small batch wine. We're talking 2 bottles. I grow grapes in my greenhouse every year, and it's Pinot Noir variety. And I pick them, I juice them, ferment them, and then we wait a year and see if we have any success. So I'll go through the process with you. You're going to see different shirts on me, of course, because I'm going to be in different days. But let me show you a few things. Right here, I've got the final product. Well, hey, welcome back. We're here today out in the greenhouse. I have right here my portable refractometer, and that guy will check the bricks content so we know if they are ready to pick. I've been watching them and they've been climbing from a 15 up to a 20. So we will set you guys up here and then start picking. There we go. So we'll get our refractometer out here. And we'll grab one of these grapes. You just take and put a drop of juice right on the blue part. Flick that down top of it. And you look through the eye spot right there. We'll see if you can see it. It's at like a 21. That's pretty good. That's pickable. So we're gonna get started picking. I really like these bypass pruners. They got a nice soft grip. They're super sharp. I'll put the link on for you in the description, but super nice. Temperature in here is reading 68 degrees, so it's not bad. It's kind of nice to have an overcast day. Some days it can get up to 100 degrees in here. This is August the 11th. This is the soonest I've ever picked. Had them this ripe so soon. We are inside the greenhouse. It does get warm in here and cool at night. It's a Pinot Noir varietal. Those clusters have a little bit of green left on them, so I think I'll leave them. We'll come over to this side. time to start de-stemming, we do that by hand. Small operation. Alright. Got our fermenter bucket here. Stainless steel. It's got this nice little, let me show you this. It's got this nice little spigot that comes out the top with a plastic tube that runs into a jar of water. So it keeps all of the air all locked in. It's got a nice gasket on it. It'll get locked down on top of this stainless steel bucket here. Got our grapes. That's our harvest right there. Pretty nice. Going into this bucket after we get the stems off, we'll put some Camden tablets in. I'll put a link in for Amazon, a little affiliate link. I make a little bit of money, a couple of pennies. Some yeast nutrient when we drop in our yeast, and we are using the Lavin 118 1118. I use this every year. This is a champagne yeast, wine yeast, really good stuff. But for now, we're gonna de-stem our berries, and that's just grabbing and ripping. See, I only have a couple of bottles worth of juice here, so washed my hands, made sure the bucket was ready to go, and we're just gonna pull these off, get rid of the stems. I don't want to ferment the juice with the stems on. We're not taking too much time to make sure that the berries are all crushed. I'm just de-stemming. It's a slow process, but a process that has to be done. On the side of this bucket makes it nice because it gives you a gallon reading on the side of the bucket, so we'll know how much we have and how many Camden tablets we'll need. I don't think we'll need more than 2. All they do, the Camden tablet, is they get rid of any, nasty bugs that might be on the grapes. This will not start fermenting until tomorrow. I'll have to put the yeast in tomorrow. Camden tablets need to sit overnight. After this ferments for about a week, and we'll take all these grapes out and we'll squeeze them. Make sure that all the juice is out of the grape berries themselves. Surprising how much juice is in these tiny little berries. I mean, these things are pretty small, but they get the juice coming out. One gallon is 128 ounces. The wine bottle has 750 milliliters, which is 3/4 of a liter. I think there's 3 liters to the gallon, 3 point something. So after we get all said and done, we rack this a few times to get rid of the skins. I'm sure we'll have 2 bottles. I think we'll have 2 bottles of wine. That's what I got last year. Well, about ready to pitch the yeast, but I want you guys to know everything I've done is sanitized. This thing is for telling how much alcohol could be produced if all the yeast ate all the sugar in your grapes. So we're going to take some gravity on that and see where we are. I've got a bucket of water here, little air tube, so that when this thing starts bubbling up, it's gonna the carbon dioxide is gonna come out of this hose and into here, and this little thing's filled with sanitized water. So that's where we're at. Let me show you. I'm just sitting on the back of my truck here. Here is my fermenter right here, and I'll show you the grapes in here. Take this lid off. Oh, look at that. We're at 1 gallon, just a hair below the 1 gallon mark there. It's got some Campden tablets that have been sitting. I'm already getting a little bit of a crust on it. I'm going to stir that up with a spoon. If you guys are going to undertake this this opportunity to mix up some wine, you know, do your own, I would highly encourage you to do it. The spoon has been sanitized with the Star San. Everything's been sanitized with the Star San. We're going to take some gravity here. Let me show you this over here. That's what I love about this stainless steel Brewtech fermenter. It's got this nice little spigot here. Allows you just to fill up a little bit of juice. There we go. Don't get too much now, Chucky. Turn that thing off. Don't lose a drop. There you go. Okay, let's take a look, see. Take a reading here. Look how dark that stuff is. It is looking thick. You can't even see through that. Okay, that thing is floating. That's at a 90. So that's table wine. Yeah, that's sitting right there at table wine 90. Let me pull this out for you so you can see it. So here's where, I'll put it up here. Try not to drop it. Here's where it was reading, which is at a 90. That is 1.090, which should come out to, it works out to be like a 13% alcohol. Which I'll take 13% growing grapes in my greenhouse. I mean, that's pretty good. So we're going to stir this stuff up a little bit. Dump our juice from that guy right here back in over the top. All right. We've got our champagne wine here. Champagne yeast, I'm sorry. Champagne yeast. And nothing fancy, just a packet of yeast. We're gonna rip it and spill it right over the top. I'll show you what that looks like. You can see right in there, it's just sitting there. We'll stir it up a little bit, but you really don't have to stir it up, but we will. Give it a stir. All right. Now, this guy is going to get locked down with these clamps. I love this. It's got this nice rubber gasket around here, and it just clamps down all four sides so no air can get in. And all the rest of the air is going to come up, go into this little bucket of water here, bubble away. You know what I forgot? I forgot my yeast nutrient. We're gonna put some of that in too. Not too much because we only have a gallon. It doesn't take too much. All right, it's about a teaspoon. I think it says on the side. Add 1 teaspoon per gallon. Yep. Stir that up a little bit. You can smell that yeast. All right. Clamp it back. And we're gonna set this in a place in my garage out of the way and just wait for about a week for it to ferment all the way down to nothing. We'll take some more readings until it gets to a 0, and we know it's completely done. And we'll just stir it every couple of days or so. All right, we'll be back. Now here, this is my first year. I have 1 bottle left, my 2022 greenhouse Pinot Noir. We drank 1 bottle at Thanksgiving, last Thanksgiving. It was very good. So it doesn't produce a lot of wine, but it's fun. And, you know, it's a little hobby. I hope you guys like that. Alright, here's my pear cider. It's just in an old wine bottle. This is from 2 years ago. Doesn't smell too bad. Oxygenated a little bit here. It doesn't smell good. It smells like turpentine. I don't think it's drinkable. It's horrible. It's not good. It's got alcohol in it, you can tell it. It's just, it doesn't smell good. It's still sweet. It's not, it's got some sweetness. Yeah, it's not good. I'm dumping it.